Protect your mind in a toxic relationship. We've all been in those toxic relationships. I've been in them. We gonna do what we gotta do. But I really want you guys to understand there's certain things, how to protect your mind, right? It's very important that you guys see that you're in a toxic relationship. I think right now, it's good. It's good to be in a toxic relationship because you stimulate your brain. That's what society has said. That's what the world has said. Hey, be in that toxic relationship because this is how you build the rapport in your mind, that you guys can stick it out. You guys can stick it out to the end. And the thing is, the struggle about that is that you're either the one winning the battle or you're either the one losing the battle. I don't know about you guys. I remember my experience of just being in a toxic relationship. I'm like, bro, we're going back and forth. What are we doing? What am I doing? It's not Monday. It's not just Monday. It's Tuesday. It's Wednesday. It's Thursday. It's Friday. It's arguing about things that literally makes zero sense to argue about. And I know people talk about, like, that's just marriage. Marriage is like that all the time. But there's also growth within yourself. It's gonna get to a point where you're saying, man, I ain't gonna lie, I think I gotta stay away from these type of girls. That's the reality. Sometimes the world's gonna say, hey, these are your only options. These are your only options, and this is what you can take. Well, you gotta step up to the plate and say, I'm not taking this. So the first step to understanding how to protect your mind in toxic relationships is understand you need space. It's not talked about a lot. It's not talked about. The most important thing about having space within a toxic relationship is that you don't need to be around her. It's too many guys that say, no, I can't, I have to be around her. She's my everything. But you're arguing all day. You're talking about, oh, who has the dog, who's doing this and who's doing that. You're talking about everything. But your main gripe is you can't get space. Guys, the easiest way to solve a problem is to remove yourself from the problem so you can look at the problem from a different perspective. If you're in a toxic relationship and you're trying to figure out how can I work on myself so I can protect my mind because it's too much, and I'm speaking to the guys that you know that you're in something but you're not willing to change. I'm talking to the people that understand I'm looking at what I'm looking at, but I'm not willing to do this. Well, I'm trying to give you a better insight on it. Look, you're not a victim. I'm not gonna tell you you're a victim. But when you're sitting here and you're telling me, hey, I need help with this, I'm trying to tell you, hey, sometimes you may need to take space. Maybe you need time to recoup to understand what you're in. Because look, the arguing and going back and forth, that's nice. It's good. It's stimulating. I understand it. And the thing is, it can be addicting. But I really want you guys to understand, if you know, and you're seeing, like, I'm in a toxic relationship, I know we go back and forth. And I'm trying to speak to the guys that really want to level up, but I'm also speaking to the guys that may have never been in a relationship, and they got in a relationship, and they saw that they were in one, but they didn't know how to get out of one, and understood, hey, maybe I should be aware of this. So guys, the first thing is, just get space. Take yourself out of the situation. Next thing, guys, you guys have to stop taking advice from your friends, right? And your family members, your coworkers, singles. Stop taking advice. Why am I speaking on this, right? So if I tell you guys, right, if I'm saying, hey, I need you guys to go into the dating game and I need you to be prepared. And you had your teammate tell you, yeah, this is what coach is telling you to do. And then you talk to another teammate and say, this is what coach is telling you to do. And then you talk to another teammate and you say, this is what coach is telling you to do. So you're listening to everybody else but what I'm trying to tell you and telling you and explaining to you. So now you're struggling in a dating game because you're listening to so many different voices. And you do not know what to do. It's the same thing with bringing your drama, your situation to your friends, your family, your coworkers, random strangers, just to talk about your feelings and your thoughts about X, Y, and Z. You know why it's such a problem on why this is very bad and how it doesn't protect your mind? It's because there's constant flow of different thoughts and strategies that you can use, but you won't use because the thought of talking and thinking about those things are more stimulating than leaving the relationship. You get me? That's what people do every single day. I'm in a toxic relationship, but I love talking about it with my friends and my family. It is my entertainment all day. Let's go. We're going to talk about this all day. Yes. Give me a friends. Give me a family. Give me TOXY. Toxic. That's what you're doing. So you guys love it. So I'm trying to say, if I was in that situation, if I knew, like I've been in, I said, my number one mistake was talking to my friends. Was talking to my family about it. As a man, you have to develop the skills of saying, hey, okay, I'm in something, I don't want to be in this no more. So you got to rip the Band-Aid off. And you got to go to the next one. You got to understand, you have to leave. The dreadfulest thing, guys don't leave relationships. Guys don't leave relationships, but it's toxic. She disrespects you. She doesn't like you. So I'm not going to leave, coach, because it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true, coach. No. It's a struggle understanding that so many guys are afraid of leaving. Because I don't know what's behind the door. Some of you guys are afraid of the door. What is the door, coach? The door is being afraid of alone. The door is not having options. The door is your thoughts. The door is growth. And that's the problem that we're having today in today's dating game and understanding and even just being in relationships. There's too many guys to be afraid of this door because this door means something. It means something. It means that I'm changing, coach. I have to change. My skill level isn't at the top where I need to be at, but I have to change. That's the thing that guys are afraid of. You can't be afraid of leaving. So what? She was your everything. So what? You went to school with her in high school. So what? You had 8 years. But you had 8 years of toxic tendencies to go over and over. But because you're afraid of starting over, you won't do the thing that's necessary for you to grow. It's too many guys out here that are afraid of looking at their relationships, that are looking at the people that they're dating, and they're struggling because they don't want to do the hard thing. Why is it so hard for you guys to leave? Why is it so hard to look at the dating game, look at your relationships, and understand, hey, you know what? I lost this one, right? And that's something that you gotta understand. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys, I need you guys to tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it, the Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that's saying, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. At the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.